Virgos, how are you guys doing? Happy New Year. Hope your 17 was better than mine. But anyways, I've been going through a lot of shit. Yes, I've been absent. Please do keep a friend in your prayers. He is going through chemo right now. And that was very heartbreaking for me. But onto your reading. My readings are still dollars. If you want one, please look in the description box below or on the about page. Now, for you guys, I don't I don't know if you guys put a relationship on pause, okay? Either you are trying to end something with somebody so that you can start something new, or you could have been dealing with because I see two different people, okay? I seen a Scorpio that possibly wants to start something with you, which you have put them on hold. Okay. And then there could have been possibly you could have been dealing with a Libra individual. Now, what I was kind of seeing is that either he stays at a distance or he is just, for some reason, like he's not touchable, like he's in a relationship or something, but there's something going on with him as well. I do see you guys having options. Um, and you're going to have to make a decision. Okay, so as your overall, we do have these Six of Pentacles. I'm laughing because this man is like feeding two people at the same time. So I don't know if you're trying to balance out your time with dealing with two people. If that's not the case, then somebody's finally giving you the balance that you actually need in your relationship. Because in the heart of your aspect, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is, somebody finally showing you stability, actually actions, okay? Actions speak louder than words. And that's exactly what this card is to me. So, and I do see it finally balancing out because somebody is deciding to do that. Another thing I saw, I don't know if somebody's creeping with their baby mama or if somebody's creeping back to you because you are the baby mama. You may not want your kids to know about it. I don't know, but that's something that I did see. But yeah, or there could be something secret as far as somebody being pregnant. Okay, you're not really sure. I'm not going to say you're not really sure who the father is, but you're not really sure about something. Anyways, so in the past, we do have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is about something that is secret. And then next to it, we have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is about attention. It is about finally getting the recognition, finally feeling successful in some type of way. Either there is something that is okay. I'm gonna say this, okay? If you're dealing with two different people, what I want to say is that you could possibly be keeping one in secret, of course, and then one you're kind of parading around. Now, if this is not the case, that sucks though. But if this is not the case, then there could have been a secret that you was trying to keep, and then maybe all of a sudden it probably got out into the public. But there is something as far as, and if you're not dealing with that, you're needing to definitely use your intuition on a decision that you definitely have to make. So next to the Six of Wands, we do have the Two of Pentacles reversed. So this is about juggling a situation. If somebody was juggling, they're finally making a decision on who they actually want to place their stability with. Um, and that could be why you even feel like you're secretly getting some kind of victory about this situation because it may not be in the public as of yet, but there is something that you already know about. I did see that somebody was wanting to do something, but there is wanting to do something, but you can't really move on it as of yet. And this is the first card that did fall out during the shuffle. So the Knight of Wands can be, I'm not going to say it's a fire sign, but you can be dealing with a fire sign individual. But normally this is somebody who comes in and out your life. This could just be you finally, getting some kind of motivation. There's something that you guys are wanting to chase after. That's what I want to say. Or somebody is doing this to you, but for some reason there's some kind of hesitancy or something that is blocking their way from doing so. Next to it, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. So we do have two knights and we do have two of Pentacles. So I do believe that you have a decision to make, or maybe you're trying to balance out your time between these two individuals. So Knight of Pentacles, like how I said, it's about somebody finally putting their actions to work. Actions speak louder than words, and they're actually trying to give you that stability. I do see something possibly dealing with children, financial stability. I'm not sorry, financially. Not financial stability, but financial support, okay? Possibly even dealing with children. So we do have this Six of Cups. This can definitely be about children. If not, then this is about somebody who could be trying to, somebody you may have known from way back when, from high school, whatever, but from childhood, basically. But somebody is now trying to give you that stability that you want, and that could be something that you may have wanted or needed for the relationship to come back into balance as well. You could definitely, like how I said, be dealing with somebody from the past, but there could have been something that is blocking somebody from moving on something, or was at least, okay? So in your future, we do have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is the beginning of stability. Somebody's definitely trying to offer you that. They are focused like hell. So we do have these Seven of Pentacles, and this is like putting all focus on a situation. So somebody's definitely putting all their focus on you, or you're putting all your focus on somebody else. But this is a lot of hard work, okay? So there's something that you guys are beginning. It's like you're beginning. Somebody's finally trying to give you that security that you actually need in this relationship, and they're putting in that hard work. That's what I want to say. So next to it, we do have the Justice card. You could definitely be dealing with a Libra individual. If not, then you're definitely dealing with maybe possibly somebody wanting to get married, because this is about making something legal and somebody actually offering you some kind of small gift. So maybe possibly a proposal, and this is about somebody working on it. So like somebody could be working on maybe even trying to propose to you so that they can start stability or give you that security that you need in your relationship to balance things out, either just because you have kids with them, or this could be somebody that you know from your past. Okay. If this is not about a proposal, then this is finally you just putting your focus into one individual just so that you can bring the balance out into, like, if you're dealing with two people, okay, just to balance things out, okay? Because you can only share yourself, but for so long. So we're going to get the High Priestess. So for the High Priestess, we do have the Five of Pentacles. Either you guys had an up and down relationship with somebody because it was a secret, or this could be somebody that you definitely left out in the cold. I want to say it's a secret relationship, but you kind of leaving them out in the cold because it's a secret. I'm gonna get the six. So for the Six of Wands, we do have the Tower card. This is about something actually changing. Now, if this is not you actually bringing this change, this is something suddenly happening, okay? When some shit actually goes down. But I don't think this is bad shit, okay? I do see you finally suddenly getting some kind of recognition or feeling successful in your relationship. This is confusing me. I'm going to have to come back to that. I get the two. Somebody possibly just be suddenly giving you some attention as well, even though they kind of left you out in the cold before. I see some kind of instability either going on within your relationship here, if this is somebody that you knew for a while. Hold on, your cards fell on the floor. Okay, so for the card that fell on the floor, we do have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, somebody doing some shit underneath the radar, or at least they was trying to. I want to say somebody actually was trying to escape from a situation peacefully, but they wasn't able to. Like whatever they was trying to cover up, they definitely got caught. I don't think this is a bad thing. It is a bad thing if you was dealing with two different people and you was trying to, exit one relationship quietly and leave somebody out in the cold quietly because somebody else finally suddenly gave you some attention. But there's something, this is also about using your intuition as well. So there have been something that you could have been keeping to yourself. And it's probably maybe because you already knew somebody was doing some shit that they wasn't supposed to be doing, basically cheating. And you pretty much caught them, and that could be why you even feel victorious or successful in doing so. I don't think that's it, though. But I see it, but I don't honestly think that's it. I'm going to get the Knight of Wands. I'm going to come back. So for the Knight of Wands, we do have your energy, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There's something that you guys are not feeling secure about, and that's exactly why you guys are not moving on a situation. You could have even lost passion for somebody because they wasn't actually giving you the security that you actually needed in a relationship. So if you have two decisions, two people to decide from, you're not going with the one that didn't leave you with a lot of security. You could just be leaving this individual out in the cold. Let me get the next. Yeah, you're not investing into something. We do have the Seven of Pentacles reverse. Either you're not investing or you're trying to figure out if this is actually going to be worth it. Because I do see like Four of Cups reverse, which talks about maybe feeling like you may miss out on an opportunity. This is, should I say, should I go? So there's something as far as you guys not really being sure as far as if you should stay with somebody because you're not really sure if you should make a move because you feel like you're missing out on an opportunity with somebody. You could have had a secret relationship with somebody, like how I said, and they could be the person that could be trying to offer you stability into your relationship. Not stability, but trying to offer you a serious relationship. I keep saying stability because I'm used to. Okay, now what I'm seeing, we do have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is somebody whose emotions waver. This can be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. I did see a Pisces, so some of you guys could be dealing with a Pisces as well. I've seen that in your shuffle. But they could stay at a distance. We do have the Three of Wands there. It could be somebody that you could have been expecting. It could have been somebody from your past. What I'm seeing is possibly maybe even not really being sure if you want to invest on something, but you're kind of scared on, not scared, but you're kind of thinking that you missed out on an opportunity with them. And this is somebody from your past, okay? Now, if this is about you having to make a decision, like how I said, this is like you finally making a decision, or somebody else is, and they're finally giving you the affection that you actually deserve, and something, and the affection that you actually been waiting on as well. Okay, so for the Page of Pentacles, we do have the Queen of Swords. So now we have two queens, so there can be possibly a third party situation that could be going on with you. If that is the case, then there's definitely another air sign. Like how I said, I see a Libra, but it could be a Gemini or an Aquarius individual. There's some kind of secret that's definitely coming out, or something that you was confused on. If you was confused about a situation, it looks like you guys are getting clarity, okay, and finally knowing the direction as far as where you want to take this relationship. Um, I think you guys were confused. And it looks like you're finally putting in that focus to bring balance into the relationship, or putting more focus onto possibly even a Libra, or a Libra is doing this to you. So for the Eight of Pentacles, we have the King of Swords, possibly an air sign, another air sign. I do see something about communications, as well as maybe needing to conversate about a situation to get out of some kind of confusion, or to clear things up, because this is about confusion, or maybe just not knowing about something. So it does look like you may need to have a conversation to clear up the air in order to bring the stability, or to start stability into your relationship. But I do see somebody feeling defensive, or maybe even feeling like they're working hard on this relationship and putting all the effort into this relationship on their own. This could definitely be the guy who was feeling like this. We're going to get the Justice card. Or maybe even just somebody feeling defensive on the fact of making a relationship legal. But now we had the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is about, holding on to a situation. Somebody may be closing up. That's what I want to say, because I see a conversation that needs to be had. We do have the Three of Cups in reverse. So there can be a third party, like how I said, a third party. It looks like somebody made a decision, then they're back to maybe not knowing what the hell they want. And that could be why somebody could have gotten caught within a situation, because it's like presently it's like you're not really sure if you want to invest in this person, because you're not really sure if they probably even made up their mind. But it looks like if somebody did have a third party situation going on, they definitely got caught with it. There's something that somebody is either holding on too tightly. You could be holding on too tightly to a Libra. No, I want to say somebody's not talking about something. We're going to get the Three of Wands. No, actually, I want to get the Seven of Swords. Okay. So for the Seven of Swords, we do have the Fool. So the Fool is about jumping into a situation. It's about starting over. So I think you guys are trying to jump into, or somebody's suddenly trying to come back, okay? Because either they want some kind of attention from you because you left them out in the cold, but you're needing to definitely use your intuition on whether or not you want to invest in this person. Because the Knight of Cups, when he comes in, like, his emotions waver. Like how I said, it's up and down. He'll show you some affection one day he's not. So it all based on how the fuck he feels. Okay, it's like he has PMS. So If it's a third party situation, he be acting like he made a decision, and it looks like if he made a decision, he could be making a decision based off of because of the simple fact that you guys have children together or you guys known each other from the past. But this is also about planning your future. Now, for some of you guys are jumping back into a situation, jumping back into somebody, not nobody, but jumping back into a relationship with somebody that you already knew from your past. They stay at a distance. And there could be some kind of proposal or offer that could be coming from them, but you're not really sure if you want to move, or you're not really sure if you're wanting to invest into something here, whether it's going to be worth it. But that, like how I said, at the same time, you're not really sure if you're going to miss out on an opportunity. To take her. So for the Three of Swords, we do have the of Wands. There's definitely some kind of heavy burden that you guys have been dealing with. It is, and so it does look like something is definitely coming to an end. We do have the King of Cups. You could be dealing with a water sign, like how I said. And then we do have the Empress card in reverse. So there can be a situation where you may not be wanting to invest into somebody because you feel like they're manipulating you in some kind of way. You could definitely be the baby mama in this relationship. He could be the baby daddy. But this can also be talking about if you don't have kids, but I do see kids though. But there could be that could be the situation as well. Things be finally coming to a balance as far as you be even trying to have kids. But the Empress is in reverse, saying that, there's something you guys wanted to start something new with somebody. You see the potential for growth in this relationship, but you're not sure. For some reason, you're not really sure. And this doesn't even have to be you. You may just be feeling like the other person may not be sure on whether or not they're going to be serious, okay? There was a third party. There was definitely the baby mama was involved. I do see somebody having a conversation, somebody feeling defensive, but at the same time, you guys are willing to work a situation out because you feel like, you feel like it's valuable to you. So it's like you guys are needing to work hard on this relationship. We do have the Hangman in reverse, so there's some kind of situation that was definitely put on pause, like how I said. If this was about you guys trying to get some kids or something pertaining to your kids, because the baby mama's right here, and she was maybe making you feel emotionally imbalanced in some kind of way because it's something she was trying to get away with. She's not going to get away with it. And I do see justice over here. So we could definitely be dealing with a legal situation that maybe you're not wanting to talk about or somebody else cannot talk about. This could be just a legal situation that you're trying to hold on to your children. But I do see you being able to start over in something and possibly getting that recognition that you actually deserve. You're really going to have to stand your ground if you're dealing with a legal situation, okay? You're really going to have to stand your ground, or at least your lawyer is, okay? They're really going to have to stick up for you. I do see you being able to hold on to whatever you feel is valuable. I think things are going to possibly go your way. Yeah, I definitely see child support, but we're going to get the Hangman reverse. Now, if this is not about children and about you, having children, like how I said, it's just the relationship was pretty much put on hold because somebody was cheating. Somebody got caught doing some shit they wasn't supposed to be doing, or you feel like this person was um being manipulative in some kind of way, and you was scared to invest into them. Cute. Okay, so for the Hangman, we do have the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is about stability. Like how I said, this is the start. I see you working on it, trying to balance shit out, and somebody is definitely trying to offer you that. So we do have that stability coming in, and that is why you are finally taking that jump. We do have the Hierophant, can be the sign of Taurus, but this can be possibly a marriage. Now, if somebody, like how I said, could possibly be proposing or maybe just offering you that long-term relationship, and that could be why you're not really sure on whether or not you wanted to invest into it. Maybe you wanted them to offer you more, okay, to bring in that balance and actually show that they was actually serious before you actually jumped into this relationship. Now, if you're dealing with a legal situation as far as your children, you have to pay off some money, okay, to the court for your children. Okay. As far as relationships, it looks okay. It looks pretty decent. There is somebody, like a third party situation, that's definitely coming out of the woodworks if you didn't know about it. But it looks like somebody is finally going to get serious about your relationship. If you're dealing with legal situations, you may have to pay out some money, a big sum of money. This isn't even a small amount, a big sum of money. You have to get lawyers involved, and you have to stand your ground in order to hold on to your funds, in order to hold on to your children. Okay. But I do see you still being able to start over new. Okay. So whatever is going to be tossed out as far as the verdict on that is going to be fair, because this is all about fairness. Okay. So whatever is going to be given to you is definitely fair. So, Virgos, I hope this helped you out in some kind of way. I'm still trying to figure this out now. Now I thought I was done, right? Now, if this, like how I said, there was something that you was probably keeping a secret, and it's probably something financial or some kind of financial instability going on within your relationship as far as dealing with your baby mama, okay? Because this is two people that is, I'm not going to say battling it out, but there's some kind of financial instability. Um, Damn it. You know what? That's it. Hopefully, this gave you guys some kind of clarity. I will talk to you guys in hopefully 2 weeks if no more bullshit happens to me. I do see that you guys will be fine. Whatever is going to be dished out is going to be fair, so I really wouldn't worry about it. If somebody wasn't taking their relationship seriously, they will, after possibly you having a conversation and needing to stand your ground, or somebody else is going to do that. You guys need to talk in order to come out of some kind of confusion, okay? So, Virgos, I hope you enjoyed it. I will talk to you guys.